What's going on, Micchan? Welcome back to the Hapa英会話 podcast. How you doing today?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on again. It's been what, like 2 years since the last time we recorded and talked. And I feel like so
Exactly 2 years.
much, yeah, so much has happened since then, right?
Oh yeah, so much.
I mean, do you remember the last time we recorded? It was exactly 2 years ago, and that's when you kind of made this really big decision in your life to kind of go independent, bet on yourself, and just kind of see what was going to happen. And here you are 2 years
Yeah.
later, you're shining brighter than ever. I feel like you have like probably exceeded everyone's expectations, at least mine. And honestly, I'm just like watching from afar, just thinking like, man, it's amazing how you said you're gonna do certain things and then you go above and beyond and like become like this mega star that, everybody knows about in Japan. You know what I'm saying?
That's very sweet of you, but I don't know if I've exceeded anyone's expectation or even yours, but I am very happy
Yeah,
and loving what I'm doing. So,
that's
yeah.
that's amazing. But I mean, generally, like how have you been? How's everything? How's life? How's everything going?
Life's great. Yeah, a lot has changed since the last time we talked, exactly 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Um, Yeah, obviously, my personal life. I got married very recently, so that's probably the biggest like change since then. And yeah, and work. Honestly, it's funny that you said it's very sweet of you, and also funny that you said that like I might have like exceeded everyone's expectation and everything because I feel
Yeah.
like I haven't. um changed much. I
Hmm.
haven't like done that many things. But I did take on, different projects, challenges, and did things definitely. But I feel like 2 years ago it was like yesterday, and not a lot has changed. Just that I got married. So
Gotcha,
it's
gotcha.
funny, just a feeling, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, but honestly though, I mean, like, I think that is one of the main reasons why so many people continue to follow you and there are more and more people that, want to learn from you is because you haven't changed. Like you're very authentic and you are who you are. And like people can feel that through the videos, and, the podcast that you do right now. But you're very genuine as a person. And I feel like as a listener and also as a viewer, especially in this day and age when everybody is trying to become an influencer, I think one of the big thing is this person like really authentic or not? But みっちゃんを
Yeah.
見ていたらね、もうなんかもうそのまんま。And for me too, みっちゃんを知る前はもう動画でしか知らなかったみっちゃんだけど、実際に会ってみて話してみて、もうそのまんま。It's actually みっちゃん、
よかった。
yeah. 本当に動画のまんまの人がこう目の前に現れて、there's like nothing fake about you. And I think that's probably the reason why you have had so much success in, such a short amount of time.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am Sonomama no, myself. Yeah.
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 So, you mentioned you got married. I kind of have to kind of clarify this. So, so you got married on paper? Was
Oh
it a
yeah.
proposal? Was it a marriage? I'm slightly confused on this. どっちプロポーズ、結婚
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'm married, yeah. I was
Okay.
proposed
Uh-huh.
and then we got married on paper. We haven't had a ceremony yet, the
Gotcha.
wedding. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, so I mean, if you don't mind sharing, I don't know if you've shared this or not, but I mean, me included, but I think more than me, I think, all your followers and fans wants to know like how that proposal went down. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Okay, we
everybody,
could go all day about this.
oh, really? Oh man, oh man, Kiki tight. What was
本当で
the
すか？
proposal like? Yeah.
It was amazing. It was so sweet. It was out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, honestly, I could go all day about this. I'll keep it more simple and shorter, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
Yeah.
But um, how did it? So it happened at a nice restaurant in Shibuya.
Hmm.
It was supposed to be a makeup Valentine's Day dinner
Okay.
because we didn't get to spend much time together on the Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
So my husband, he suggested that we go for a nice dinner to make up for Valentine's Day, to
Hmm.
spend time together. So I was like, okay, nice. And he suggested this restaurant, a really nice restaurant. So naturally, I thought I'd dress up. And he did ask me to dress up. So I was like, I didn't, feel anything weird about it. It's
Right.
like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet of him to suggest that. And so I go. So I come in late as usual, and she's waiting. Yeah, and they take me to this half private area. It's like a VIP area,
Uh-huh.
balcony on the balcony side of a balcony. And I'm like, I didn't know they had this kind of a nice, area. And then I walk out and my husband's seated. He's in a suit. And yeah, and his hair is all done and he looks really nice. I'm like, oh wow, that's nice. Well, this is a late Valentine's Day dinner, so okay. And then as soon as I sit down, he leaves for the bathroom. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll just like check out the view because the view is amazing from that
Mm.
restaurant. It's like
Hmm.
on the 18th floor. And then so as I'm waiting, I'm just replying to people on my phone, right? And then all of a sudden, so it's like a nice bougie restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a type of restaurant that would not really play like pop music.
Right,
But then
right.
all of a sudden Taylor Swift comes on. It's a romantic song. And I'm like, this is so romantic. Ah. And then my husband comes out with a bouquet of roses in
Uh-huh.
his arms. And I'm still thinking it's for Valentine's Day. So I'm like, that's so sweet of you, but it's been like 2 weeks already. Like, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. As I, I receive it, I'm like, that's very sweet of you. And he's like still standing, and I'm like I'm seated.
Yeah.
He's standing. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll stand up too. And then in my mind, I'm like, wait, no. Is this happening? And then he says, I have an important question to ask you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, and I immediately start bawling. I'm like, oh no, this is happening. But then I like stop myself and think to myself, wait, it might be like a random question. Like it might not be a proposal. Like it might just be like some other question.
I gotta
And then
keep it
like
together kind of thing,
keep it
right?
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I make myself crying. And I'm like, yeah, what is it? And then he gets on his knee and pops the question, and then I start crying again, and
Uh,
and I said yes, and so yeah. Was that too detailed?
what an amazing story, seriously. And I'm assuming, were there other people in the restaurant when the proposal happened, or was it like this semi-private room where it was just you and him and just nobody else around?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Uh,
There were people still inside and like on the
uh-huh.
other side of the balcony, but because it was a semi-private area, it was only us and two people who were filming us.
Oh, okay.
He had the staff film us. So I
Ah,
have a footage of the whole proposal from two different angles,
wow.
which I really appreciate.
That's something that you'll cherish for a whole life. Yeah, for a
Oh yeah,
lifetime.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So up until that point, you had absolutely no idea that this proposal was coming. Did you guys like discuss at some point in your relationship about possibly getting married? Was that something that was thrown out there? Like, well, what was the situation like leading up to it? Was it like, were you kind of expecting to like maybe take things a little bit seriously like this year or like in the coming years, or was it just really completely random?
Okay, so we definitely discussed about marriage. We both knew that we were heading towards marriage.
Uh-huh.
Um, but when we discussed that, that was like no, that was almost a year before the proposal happened.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Um, and so like I knew the direction, like I knew I was getting married to him. Like I wanted to. Actually from the start of like relationship, like when I first started liking him, I was like, we're gonna be together. We're gonna get married. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so we discussed we knew we were heading towards marriage. But um but I didn't think it was gonna happen this quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about marriage and like um because like all the work that's happening like for both of us, we were
Mm-hmm.
kind of like we kind of wanted to focus on work. Like that's what we were talking about when we had the discussion.
Yeah,
So I knew it was coming, but like maybe later.
yeah,
And since that discussion, we never like discussed about marriage.
yeah.
But he'd been preparing for the proposal for 6 months,
Wow.
and I had no idea.
That's 6 months. That's some intense
It's
planning
it,
right there. Yeah.
yeah. It was surprising, especially because every time I bring up about marriage, he would like avoid the question. Like he
Hmm.
wouldn't answer properly. So I just like assumed maybe he's not ready right now. You
Right,
know,
right.
it's coming. It's coming someday, but not now, not now. But turns out he was just, nervous to answer, like lie, you
Yeah.
know, to the question. So yeah. So that's why it caught me off guard. But
Wow, めっちゃ素敵じゃん。But でも
yeah,
ね、
嬉し
I
い。
get it, man. Like, as a guy, planning your proposal, I mean, there's like so many different scenarios that go through your head. And of course, like,
Yeah.
when the day comes, like something always goes wrong. Nothing ever goes as planned, and you have to like kind of figure things out on the fly. But it sounds
Yeah.
like your husband was able to pull off one of the most memorable proposals, and even just listening to you, re tell the story of what happened. I could see like this giant smile on your face, and like I could just imagine how amazing that moment was. Yeah.
It
So,
was special and
yeah.
perfect. So, yeah.
Congratulations, Micchan. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Jun-san. I'm actually curious to know how you did your proposal. So if you don't mind, I'll be asking that in my
Okay.
podcast
Let's
later.
definitely do that. Yeah, yeah. My
Okay.
my
Yay.
my story's a little bit, yeah, I got my own little story for that as well.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, yeah. まあでもね、そう、みっちゃんも、you had your man get on one knee and propose to you. That is amazing. So
Hmm.
now that you guys are married on paper,
Hmm.
have you guys started the whole like wedding planning kind of thing? Are you guys, what were you guys at with that?
We know that we want to get married in, I mean, have a wedding in Hawaii.
Mm,
Yeah. But yeah, and we st we started looking into like how we can plan the wedding, but
mm.
not too seriously. Like it's probably gonna take like 2 years or something
Okay. Yeah, I
with
mean, take the time.
everything that's going on. Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
gonna take time. We're gonna take
Yeah.
our time. But we know that's gonna be in Hawaii
Mm,
and we want to make it very memorable and
mm.
special. As
Gotcha.
everybody does, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. We had our wedding in Hawaii too, actually.
Wait, yeah, I think you told me that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our wedding was in Hawaii. We had a small wedding of about 50 people. Just
Okay.
I had our close friends and family members join us. But it was beautiful. I mean, the one thing about Hawaii is that if you go to Hawaii, whether it's for a wedding or for a vacation, everybody is always in the best mood because you
Oh
are
yeah,
in
for
Hawaii, you
sure.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing you
Just
do have to worry about when you do have a wedding in Hawaii, it depends on the season too, but it's the sporadic rain that you
oh
get. So
yeah.
it's very unpredictable. We got married in March, and leading up to it, it looked okay. Then suddenly the week before, it was like all rains, like, thunderstorm and rain. Like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Oh wow.
And the day that we arrived in Hawaii, it was raining, and then for some reason the following day it cleared up for that one moment of our wedding, and everything was all good. So yeah, the only downside about doing it in
That's
Hawaii is that weather is
un
unpredictable.
unpredictable.
But still, I mean, you are in Hawaii, so you can't complain.
I mean, it's still gonna be, a special moment, even if it rains. Like I've seen reels, I've seen like videos where like the people made like talking about even though it rained on their wedding, but it like it was really still really fun, and the photos turned out like dramatic, like nice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah, yeah, but if possible, I'd like to avoid rain. But that's true.
楽しみだね。でも、yeah, the
楽し
wedding
み。
planning, 大変だけど、it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of little details that go into planning a wedding. But,
Yeah.
まあね、it's, once in a lifetime event. Hopefully, hopefully, you don't
Yeah.
have multiple weddings in your lifetime. But
I know.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a very memorable one. So that's super cool.
Yeah, I'm
Super.
really excited. But one funny and interesting thing
Mm,
is that my husband is trying to take the lead in the planning.
mm,
He he's done a lot of event planning for work, so he knows how things go, and then he knows like certain people we might be able to ask help
yeah.
from, and like he's very he keeps saying like I don't have a say in this planning as
You
a
don't
joke.
have
I'm
a
like,
say.
yeah,
Really? Oh, that's
I
really
know,
crazy. Uh-huh.
I'm part of this. But he's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna be planning,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, and also because I'm a bad DJ, he's
Uh-huh.
only gonna let me choose two songs.
That's it. Oh man, yeah. Gotcha.
Crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
well, I mean, this is just as much as your day as it is for him. I mean, if anything, it's really about you and, your friends and your family. So you gotta
yeah.
definitely like, make sure you take part in the
Mhm.
planning process. But if you could just have, let's say, for example, like, money wasn't a thing and you could just
Mhm.
have any kind of wedding you want. Like, well, what does your ideal wedding look like? Like in terms of like the number of people, like the setting, is it on the ocean? Is it like on the cliff? What kind of music do you have playing in the back? Like, what
Oh,
does your like ideal wedding look like in your mind?
oh. My ideal wedding. Yeah, ideally, location-wise, somewhere close to the beach, to the water, um, with a lot of palm trees,
With a
just
lot of
like in
fun.
the background.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on the beach. It could be like in a forest, but I love to see the water, hear the sound of waves.
hmm
Ideally, it'd be sunny, nice weather. Number of people. I did count like my potential like number of guests and make a list.
Yeah.
It seems like yeah, I think 100 people
A
would
hundred
be
people.
nice for yeah, both of our people.
hmm
Um, but I know it's considered big for Japanese people to do in Hawaii.
hmm
Yeah, but hmm,
Would it
what
be
else?
more of a an American style wedding or would it be more of a Japanese style wedding? So I've been to one Japanese style wedding. It was one of my basketball teammates back
Hmm.
from when I used to study abroad. It's different. It's very different from how
Very
American
different,
people,
yeah.
yeah. What would your like wedding look like? Would it be like a hybrid? Would it be more on the American side with music pumping in the back and everybody like on the dance floor like dancing away? Or is it going to be a little bit more formal with I don't know, certain people coming up
Yeah, yeah,
giving
yeah.
formal speeches? What is it? What does that look like to you?
No, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I've experienced both as well. It's definitely gonna be more American.
Hmm.
That's what my husband wants too.
Hmm.
Um, and I definitely want a dance floor.
Okay.
But but a lot of my guests are gonna be Japanese, who are accustomed to Japanese culture, who are not used to having a dance floor at a wedding.
Yeah.
And so I'm just afraid, like, even though there's a dance floor, like, no one's gonna go up, or only like a couple of my, American friends, international friends are gonna be there, dancing. Which, if they're having fun, like, it's fine, but, I don't want it to look empty and stuff. So,
Right, right.
so
Uh-huh.
I'm still thinking, but I would love to have a dance floor and for everybody to have the best time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, still need to think about that. But yeah, Japanese American, yeah, it's gonna be more American.
How about like bridesmaids and groomsmen's? Are you guys gonna have that whole setting? Like the best
Yeah.
man, maid of honor. Are you gonna do all of that? Or are you gonna skip that? What's the plans on that?
Yeah, we might. I want to, but I have a lot of really good friends, and if I were to like, choose everybody as my bridesmaids, it's gonna, I don't know.
Because you just recently came back from a wedding, right? Your friend, I think, got married this year, and I think you were
Yes,
part
exactly.
of the bridesmaids, weren't you?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
part of yeah, I was in the bridal party for the first time and it was so fun.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I would love to have a bridal party with me,
Yeah.
but it's just I'm like, who am I gonna choose?
Yeah, well, that's what it is. And the hard part is like you might have like let's say, I don't know, I'll just pick a random number, like six people to be
Yeah.
by your side. But that means your husband would also need at
Yeah.
least six people. And sometimes, luckily for my wife and I, we were able to match our group friends.
Yeah.
I think
Good,
it
good,
was
yeah.
like four or five people each. But sometimes, like one party might only have like two or three really close friends, and the other party has like, 8 to 10
Yeah.
people they want to invite. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the hard part. Yeah. So I still have to talk about that with my husband and
gotcha. So that's something
yeah.
you still got to decide on because they don't do that in Japan, right? No,
Not at all, not at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. The
But
the
yeah,
cool thing
definitely.
too is the speeches, that your friends give. I
Hmm.
always feel like there's always a lot of speeches that take place during weddings, usually like the dad or the mom and somebody that's like important in your life. But
Yeah.
I always feel like the best speeches are given by like your closest friends that have known you, from like day one and you've been
Yeah.
through like the thick and thin together and you've been through all kinds of like trouble and done some like stupid things together and they could tell the best stories and I feel like at weddings your best friends always give the best speeches. So
Yeah, that's true. But about speeches, I've attended a couple of weddings where they did not do any
oh
speeches from
really?
like anybody. Yeah, just so they because like they didn't want to put pressure on anybody, like their
Mm,
friends. So, as much as I would love to hear, my close friends, my family's speeches and what they might want to share at my wedding,
yeah.
um, I think it because I would feel very pressured too. I've given a speech at my really a close friend of mine's weddings, and it was very nerve-wracking.
There's a
So
lot of pressure. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
so I understand. So I might just like skip that part. I don't know.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
there's
it's
a lot that goes into it. And how
yeah.
about so like in the United States when it comes to having weddings, before the actual wedding, the guys have a bachelor party
Oh
and the
yeah.
girls have the bachelorette party. Are
Mhm.
you planning on having a bachelorette party and is your husband planning on having a bachelor party? Have you guys talked about that? Is that
We haven't.
something? No?
No, that's something we haven't discussed or haven't talked about, or I haven't even thought about it because I'm not a bachelorette anymore.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean technically you are
Technically,
married
yeah.
already, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
technically
that's
we're both
true. Yeah.
married and I mean we could still have the date before, you know, trip, I don't know, trip or dinner or, you know,
Yeah.
to have a good time. Yeah, we might do that, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weren't
that'll be good.
you, didn't you do a bachelorette party or was that just like a bridal party or something? Did you guys go on a trip together with your
Yeah,
friends?
with my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
did have a bachelorette trip. We
Hmm.
went to so I was again in Alabama for this wedding. So a couple days before the wedding, we drove to Florida,
Hmm.
um, and ha spent a couple nights in this place called 30A. It's a very beautiful place with beautiful beaches and lots of like cute shops just to relax there and
Oh,
yeah.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
fun.
So if you could go anywhere, let's say, for example, we just take money out of the equation and you could
Hmm.
just, call your friends and it'd be like, we're going to go on a trip for my bachelorette. Everything is covered and you could pick any destination you want in this world. Where would you take your friends for, let's say, 1 week?
Greece,
Greece, an amazing destination. Yeah, Greece, like
because
Santorini
money's out
Island or
of
something like that.
equation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Have you been to
Um,
Greece before?
Never.
Never. Yeah.
I just know it's gonna be pretty and
Hmm.
fun and beachy. It's actually I'm actually planning on not planning on, but like me and my best friend we started to like talk about maybe going to Greece next year because it's yeah, it's gonna be fun. Um, Well, actually, if that happens, then maybe no, not Greece. Maybe somewhere else. Somewhere like very pretty and like
Like tropical, like
relaxing.
like an
Tropical,
island.
definitely tropical, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, my wife and I, we went to a Santorini. I don't know if it's Santorini Island or just Santorini. But it's, I think I think most people have seen it. It's like, when you talk about Greece, there's, the main island, but also
Yeah.
there's a lot of smaller islands surrounding
Hmm.
Greece. And Santorini is like one of the popular ones. It's the picturesque. Everything is like white and
With
blue.
the white buildings and the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It is
Wow.
beautiful. It really
Yeah?
is. Yeah, yeah. I
Was that
mean,
your honeymoon or just a trip together?
no, it wasn't our honeymoon. It was just one of the trips that we went on together before
Oh,
we had
wow.
kids. But it was a beautiful destination. And of course, it's picturesque and pictures and videos don't do just. I mean, it comes out
Yeah.
really nice, but like being there and like really seeing it with your own eyes is like a whole new experience in itself. But the
Mhm.
people in Greece, I feel like, are just super friendly. And
Yeah.
yeah, we got a chance to like, talk to a lot of people out there, but every single person that we came across, they were super cool. So, I mean, if you ever get a
Wow.
chance to get out there, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. I'm
Yeah.
even more hyped. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. No, I know it's gonna be amazing in Greece. Like I hear a lot of great stories like yours. So yeah,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
excited. Yeah.
So I actually don't know anything about your husband, and I don't think I know you have a podcast together right now. What's
Mhm.
the podcast called again? I forgot.
Chit
Micchan?
chat with Micchan.
Chit-chat with Micchan. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And on that podcast, you and your husband pretty much talk about a variety of topics
Yeah.
that ranges from like cultural things to just kind of everyday topics, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I've heard bits and pieces of the podcast. He seems like a pretty chill dude. I think we're kind of talking about this, but he seems like the chill, laid back kind of guy, and you seem to be like the more high energy and like it really balances things out when you guys are having a conversation. It's really fun to listen to. Uh,
Yeah.
but if you had to describe your husband in 3 words, what 3 words do you think you would use to describe your husband? I know I'm putting you on the spot. I know
Yeah.
this was not a question that we had we had prepared beforehand, but if
Yeah.
are there any like words that just like come to mind when you think of your husband?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so 3 words would be chill.
Chill.
Well, I have 4 words.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Okay, is that okay?
That's fine. That's cool.
Okay. Chill. He might be listening from downstairs, but
Okay.
okay. Chill, confident, humble and loving.
Oh, those are some amazing adjectives to
Yeah,
describe your husband. Yeah.
yeah. I, I mean, I have more adjectives now that I think about it, but in general, he's very chill and he looks confident. That was my
hmm
like first impression, and he is confident and but not in a cocky way, but like he just knows like what he knows and what he's capable of, and he knows what he can do. But
Right.
he's also very humble, so he's like
Mm.
not like bragging about it. Sometimes like in a joking way, he would brag about like his knowledge, but it's all jokes. It's funny. And he's very loving, so
Gotcha. So it
yeah.
seems like he's got like this quiet confidence in him, right? Where like he doesn't
Yeah.
have to like show that he is knowledgeable about certain things. Maybe with you, of course, you guys are married and he's somebody that he can share everything with. But aside, put you aside, it seems like he comes across as a very humble guy with but
Oh yeah.
just because you're humble and chill, it doesn't mean that you don't got confidence. Certain people, they don't have to say anything, but you could just like look at them like that dude knows what he's doing. Like he's a
Yeah,
confident
yeah.
man, and it seems like your man is that guy.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's very respectful. I really respect him and I do feel respected by him. So
Mm,
it's a great, yeah, feeling and yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And do you guys usually just communicate with each other in English? Is that the language that you guys mainly use to talk with each other?
So it used to be actually when we
Oh,
started dating, our conversations were in 70% I would say was in English
uh-huh.
and the rest in Japanese. Now it's reversed. And the reason is because at the start of our relationship, I was expressing more of my like feelings toward him and everything. And to do that in Japanese, I feel こっぱずかしい. It's
Gotcha.
you, you did get it? Like it's
Yeah.
how do I say it in English? Like こっぱずかしい. Like some in a way it kind of cringed me
Mm-hmm.
a little bit to express how I was feeling about him in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So then like we were talking and we were talking Japanese when we were seeing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then like once it got to the point of the moment, kokuhaku moment kind of like when we were expressing our feelings towards each other, um like all of a sudden like like I don't know, I think I started talking in English and then he matched me like he was speaking in English and then naturally like once we started dating our conversation was all in English most of the time. And now like I'm used to like expressing whatever I'm feeling in Japanese too, so it's reversed. It's like 60-70% Japanese and the rest.
Really? Ah.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming like if you guys are able to communicate with each other in Japanese now, not just now, but mainly in Japanese now, his Japanese must be pretty good, right?
He's native in Japanese.
Oh, he is native in Japanese. Oh, that's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy because when I listened to the podcast, I felt like he is a non-native. So he's a Japanese guy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh,
That's crazy.
oh, sorry,
Wow.
yeah.
So that's crazy. So in the beginning, you were speaking to him in English. No, it was in English in the beginning.
English in the
Yeah.
beginning, yeah.
Oh, even though he was a Japanese person. Wow, that's really crazy. I found out
Isn't
something
that
new today.
funny? He did go study abroad in the UK for 1 year.
I
So
see.
that's why, yeah, so that's part of why he has a British accent. Um, but
Gotcha.
but then like he studied on his own. He studied English on his own, like a lot, 独学で. And so his English level was like really good. That's one of the things
Wow.
I admire about him. He's a hard worker and his language skills is like really good. He's also great in Japanese, and I'm really attracted to someone who excels in and loves languages. So
Mm.
yeah.
That's amazing. So I think what threw me off, I think there were a couple things that threw me off. I think one was
Mhm.
in your podcast. I think you refer to him as like Habibi or something like that, right? Yeah, yeah. So I think I automatically assumed that like one, he was not Japanese and he was somebody that was from another country. And then two, I think like listening to the proposal and everything like that. I mean, I'm not too familiar with how Japanese people propose, but from my understanding, getting down on one knee and doing like that kind of American style proposal is not something that too many Japanese people do. I hear that like in many cases it's something that you see in movies in Hollywood, Hollywood endings and stuff like that. But like typically in Japan, it's kind of rare for like a man to get down on one knee and propose to their to the girlfriend. But
Yeah. No,
maybe
no,
he
no.
is not a typical Japanese guy. And
So yeah, so he's not a tip I would yeah, I'd say he's not a typical Japanese guy, in a lot of ways. But for the getting on his knee, that I I actually requested that.
I see.
I don't know if
Gotcha.
he was gonna do it anyways, but
Uh-huh.
like prior to like months before it happened. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even know that it was coming. I just like just ran I think I randomly told him like, "Hey honey, like if you're ever gonna like whenever you propose to me, I would like for you to get down on your knee." Like, that's because that's actually the only way that I know too. Like I didn't know how Japanese style went. Like the only way for me was to get on his knee. Like I was like anything else is like out of question. Like
Mm.
you have to know that. And then he did that and he kept telling me like he did that because I requested it.
Gotcha. Well, you got a good one right there for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, so
he's listening
I'm
to
really
you.
happy that he did that.
That's
And about like calling him Habibi,
yeah.
some people have assumed he must be from like an Arabic
Yeah, like
culture.
a Middle Eastern like country. Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's in Arabic,
Yeah.
Habibi, the word. Um, we have nothing to do with Arabic culture. Like we yeah. The reason why I call him Habibi is because it sounds cute and it's unique.
Is that your nickname for him? Like even like not on the podcast, like is that what you call him on a day-to-day basis?
Not day-to-day basis, but
Uh-huh.
sometimes like I would call him Habibi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, but more on podcast.
More on the podcast.
Yeah, on the podcast,
Yeah. I mean, I know now
yeah.
this is like getting like super personal with nicknames and everything like that, but does he
No,
have
no,
a
it's okay.
nickname for you? Like, is there anything that does he just call you Micchan or is there like a special like I don't know, terms of endearment kind of thing that he refers to you by?
Mm, not really. So he would call me by my actual like last name because Michan
Oh.
is my nickname. So he calls me by my sorry, first name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like shortened first name.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me it's a very like endearing, like a very like a intimate
Mm.
way to call me because only like my family and close friends call me by that, like shortened
Right.
form of my first name.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he would call me my love.
Ah, really?
Yeah, which I love.
See, and that goes back to what you were talking about with like, expressing like your like feelings towards somebody. Like in English, you could say my love, honey, whatever word it is. And it sounds fine. It sounds normal. It doesn't sound too
hmm
intense or too like emotional or too deep, but saying that like in Japanese or somehow directly translating some of these words into Japanese, it just doesn't feel right. It's like so hard to say some of these things in Japanese without it sounding slightly awkward or I don't know
Yeah,
what it is about the Japanese language. It's like really difficult to show that like loving
exactly.
feeling towards somebody, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even like saying like so. I can say I love you like very naturally, like so many times. Like no problem. I love you is like no problem kind of phrase for me. But of course I mean it. But the phrase I してる is still like
It's
it's
heavy,
still
huh?
it it's heavy and not that it cringes me, but I feel まあ恥ずかしい. So
Yeah.
I don't I might have like only told him once.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Hey,
like in
once.
Japanese,
In
愛してるよ って.
Japanese, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And not even like in a like a proper way, like I should. Maybe like
Uh-huh.
in a very cro- I don't know.
Did you remember how he responded? Did he just kind of brush it off, or like did he
I don't I don't think he like noticed
he
or
didn't even notice? Yeah.
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 But one like I guess culture shock or like a cultural difference incident that happened was 1 week into our relationship, like
Hmm.
like once we officially started dating, only 1 week and he told me he loved me.
Oh wow, that's very, very fast. Yeah.
Right? That would be
Yeah.
a reaction. That was my reaction.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the like Western or American like mindset when it comes to like
Mm.
I guess mm, like I guess when it comes to the phrase I love you because
Hmm.
in I love you isn't really like 愛してる in Japanese. For Japanese people, I love you is more like 大好きだよ.
Hmm. Hmm.
好きだよ. It's
Right.
a little lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like it makes sense. And it apparently happens a lot. Like I
Uh-huh.
hear a lot of yeah stories where uh of like international couples where a Japanese person says I love you too early, but like in a way that like in a lighter way, like I love you, like 好きだよ, 大好きだよ, but the person the other the partner like a Western that's used to Western culture, they're surprised, they're taken aback, like that's so early.
Yeah.
So so I was at first I was not in shock, but like taken aback, like, oh, did you just say I love you? And,
Uh-huh.
and even though I really liked him already and I knew like he was the one, like it took a couple moments for me to say back, like,
Oh, so
is it
you
too?
did say it back. Wow. Okay.
I,
Yeah, that's a
I
yeah.
did because I was like, well, because I really liked him already and I knew
Yeah.
we were gonna be together and I guess if he loves me, okay, I guess I'll say it back. I said it back, but he didn't think anything of it. And then
Right.
like later on I told him about it and he was like he still like kind of didn't get it. He's like
Mm.
so it was a cultural difference.
That is such an interesting point you bring up because,
Yeah.
as a Japanese person who like sees the Western culture and you see like American couples like saying I love you to each other, it's
Yeah.
like used like thank you in a sense, right? It's just like a
Yeah.
casual greeting where like couples just say I love you all the time. So it feels like it's not that heavy of an expression to use. But then I think where like the misconception or like the misunderstanding is once you get to that point where you can say I love you, then it really kind of becomes like
Yeah.
a greeting. Like, when
Yeah.
my wife leaves, love you, have a nice day. When she comes back, hey, love you, like there's like a lot of throughout the day you say I love you like many, many times. And in a
Hmm.
sense, it kind of loses its, like I don't know, its meaning, but it's a way of showing that you care about them. But that
Exactly.
initial I love you, that's heavy. Like like you mentioned, I mean, even for me personally, when I was younger and my friends saying that I love you, and the thing is, who says it first is kind of a
Yeah.
big
Who says
one
that
too.
first? Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you say it too early, sometimes, people here in the United States might see it as a red flag. Like, whoa, 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 we're definitely not there yet. You got to slow it down.
Oh yeah.
And for a lot of people, like you kind of get put on the spot because now
Uh-huh.
you feel like you have to say it back to them.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people are not ready to say it back. So they're like, oh, thank you for saying that. And
Thank
I
you.
know a lot. Yeah, yeah. Well, but we just got into this relationship and we just got to see how this relationship is going to grow. I appreciate your feelings,
Hmm.
but it's crazy. I think that there is that misunderstanding of like
Yeah.
American people saying I love you and it's the word that gets thrown around, but
Yeah.
that initial one is a big one, man. That's a big one. Yeah, 1 week
Isn't
is
that
really early. Yeah.
very early, right? So
Yeah.
I if he had he been an American or
Hmm.
like someone who's more like accustomed to like Western culture, then I'd have been okay, that's a red flag. I would have probably told him like okay, hold on right there, like hold your horses.
Yeah.
Um but I knew the cultural difference right there. Like I knew like I knew it was more like closer to like 大好きだよ, kind of
Mhm.
like a little lighter feeling. So I was okay. And then I set it back. So yeah, I still think it's a really fun, moment to look back to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome though. That's definitely something that you'll probably remember for the rest of your life. And yeah, at least you felt the same way about him, and it was like a mutual thing. It came a little bit sooner than you expected, but
Yeah.
honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you guys are married, and it
Yes,
seems like you guys are doing well right now. So very cool.
exactly.
Well, you know what, Micchan? I had a million questions ready for you today, but
Yeah.
I am just satisfied with this conversation we
Are
had
you
today.
sure,
Yeah.
really?
But
I
if
was,
there's anything that you want to go through right now, I mean, we only got to the very surface level of, I mean, I had so much fun just talking about like, your marriage and how you guys met and how things are right now. Do you want to maybe go through some of the questions? Let's see here. I lost it for a second here. We got some of the fun topics, some of the lightning rounds. You want to go through some of these very quickly?
yeah, sure,
Yeah,
let's do
let's go
it.
some of these. These are some fun ones. So we'll go through these quickly and see what Michan's up to these days. So aside from, just getting married and, all this good stuff happening in Michan's life, there's other stuff happening in her world as well. But right now, Michan, with all this going on, what does a typical day for you look like?
A typical day for me looks like so I'm not a morning person, so I would usually wake up around 10, sometimes 11 or later.
But you go
And
to bed
then
late though, right? Like around
yes,
what's
yeah.
like
So
an average time for you to go to bed?
it's been like 2, 3 a.m. would be my normal time. Sometimes when I'm reading a book, then it'll be like 4 or 5 a.m., which
Wow.
is
Okay.
crazy.
Mm,
And that's why my, waking up time is later.
gotcha.
But it's something I learned about myself. People say it's better to wake up early in the morning, get things done early. Like it's considered a healthy like lifestyle. So I
Yeah.
tried it. I've tried many times, but I tried it and I found out I just get sleepy afterwards. Like it
Yeah.
makes me less productive.
Right.
Yeah. So then like, okay, naturally I'm just not a morning person. Like really not a morning person at all. So then I just decided like I'll just work at night, late into the hours, and then wake up later.
Yeah,
Like
and there's
that
nothing
would be
wrong with that. Honestly, like there
my
is, like, it's all over the internet. Everyone says how, you wake up first thing in the morning and like your brain is the sharpest and that's when you get the most work done, you're the most
yeah.
creative, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, at the end of the day, everyone's different. Not
Yeah,
everybody is
exactly.
wired the same way. And some people are morning people and some people are better at night. They're nocturnal. So I feel
Yeah.
like you just gotta like test it out and see what works for you. And if you're a night person, then you do all your stuff at night, man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so I go to bed very late, wake up a little late. But then the rest of the day it just looks like me making content, like filming, editing. Editing is taking up a lot of my
Wow, you
time.
do all the editing by yourself.
Yes,
That's
lately, yeah.
amazing. Yeah, editing takes the most time. It's the most
It
time consuming thing ever. And especially like when you do like English related content, you have to do the English subtitles, you have to do the Japanese subtitles, getting the thing to match with like the screen and the way you talk. I mean, man, that thing takes forever,
exactly
right?
that part. Yeah. So yeah, so that's why like I have a lot of vlog content that I want to put out and I have all the footage, but it's just taking a lot of time to make it, put it together. So it's taking little bit time. So I'm still editing footage from last year.
Mm, yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
That so you got a lot of back like a lot of contents that you got saved up from before that you got to get
Yeah.
to. I've
Yeah.
always like kind of wondered because you always come up with these really creative scenarios about like a Japanese person in like a very specific situations, like in your
Oh, in America.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you come up with these ideas? I'm always like fascinated by the fact like, wow, man, that's such a interesting like, perspective or like interesting scenario to think of. Like, do these things just like randomly pop into your head? Like, are you like having conversations with people? Like, where do these ideas come from?
So mostly like they're based on my own experience.
Mm,
So
mm,
I grew up in Japan before I went to the States for high school. I did live in the States before that, but I was more like I had more Japanese culture in me. I went to Japanese school all my life until like middle school. And then for high school I went to the States, and even though I was used to the American culture, going to an American school as like a high school, like a student, it was my first time. So I had a lot of like not a culture shock, but like surprises. Like, oh, like I noticed a lot of
mm.
differences between American schools and Japanese schools. And so then I just made, yeah, that's where all the ideas come from. And but like you say, like whenever I'm talking to someone or like doing something else, like all of a sudden I like remember certain like those
Mm.
surprises, like those moments, and then I like quickly make a
That's
script.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why so many of your followers can relate to you because you have been in their shoes, right? It's not like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
something that you're just completely making up. It's something that you actually experienced firsthand. So
yeah,
yeah, that's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I always try to make it like my content like true to reality. I don't want to like too like exaggerate too much, but I do
Mhm.
want to make it funny, and more memorable and also educational and stuff. So the balance is sometimes hard.
It's hard. Yeah. But you
Yeah.
do such an amazing job balancing like the
Thank
entertaining aspect and the fun, the real, like everything that's like all mixed together, like blended together so perfectly. Yeah.
thank you so much. Appreciate.
What is something that you have been obsessed with recently?
That would be these book series that I'm like
Mm,
obsessed
I
with
wanted to
recently.
ask you about the books you're reading. So yeah, tell me about it.
Okay. Okay, so right now I'm in a different how do I say it? So I was recently obsessed with this series called A Thorn of what's it called again? A thorn of a, a, a thorn of a throne. No. No, no, no. A court of a court of thorns and roses.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so in short, people call it ACOTAR.
Hmm.
ACOTAR is like the acronym of the the name
Oh, I see.
Court
A
of Thorns and
Court of
Roses.
Thorns and Roses Actor.
There's
Gotcha.
ACOTAR,
Perfect.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it went super viral on TikTok. It's been for a while, and I saw it on TikTok, and just like people's reviews, like people said were talking about it, and they were obsessed with it. And it's a fantasy. I
Hmm.
love fantasy books. So it's about like these fairies and like romance and everything. And so I was intrigued and I started reading. And I don't know if I can't really recommend this to everybody because it has a lot of it has some like spicy scenes.
Of course. No, that's what makes these books always super popular. You have to have those scenes in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm for it. I'm here for it. But it's, some people consider it too much. So I can't really recommend it to everybody. It's not for everybody, but I was so obsessed with it. Like I couldn't put it down. It's the series still going on, so I'm really, really looking forward to the newest one that's probably coming out next year, I think.
Hmm.
Um, so reading those books, I would be up until like 5. I could
Ah.
go all night. Like I could go till like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I guess, if I tried, but yeah. So I was obsessed with the series and I was done with it. But the author, she has two more other series that
Uh-huh.
are also popular and that are recommended by like the people who also read the first series that I read.
Right,
And
right.
so I was like, naturally, I have to finish complete all the series. So then I'm on to the next series.
So it's like
Just
a
started
trilogy.
that.
It's like three books is like
Oh, no,
one.
no, no.
Uh-huh.
It's completely different,
Oh,
like
it's three
separate
separate books. Oh,
series.
wow.
Three,
Okay.
no, series, sorry, books as in like they're different
Uh-huh.
series of books.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a totally different story with different characters that I'm reading right now from
Uh-huh.
the very first series that I was reading.
Yeah.
But it's still about heavy on fantasy, romance. This one's about assassins. So
Wow. Yeah.
yeah. So this, but this one doesn't really have spicy scenes, so it's for
It's
everybody.
more. My wife, at one point, I forgot the name of the book. She was also like really into a book. It was about dragons, and it sounds like something that might be a little bit similar. It was also super popular here in the United States. I wish I knew the title off the top of my head, but you train your dragon, and she went really deep into this. I think she ended up reading all three books too, but it's I don't
Oh.
know what it's called. I gotta ask my
Is it
wife.
called The Fourth Wing?
Yeah, it might be yeah, that might be the title for
Oh,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Have you read that
Yeah,
book?
I haven't.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
interested though. Yeah, because yeah, it keeps popping up on my,
Gotcha.
TikTok
So yeah,
algorithm
that
too.
might be
So.
it. Wow, very cool. That's super cool that you're into reading books like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm yeah, once when I'm into a book, I could go all day, all night. It's
yeah,
crazy
well,
though.
that's the thing
Definitely.
about books is like
Yeah.
once you get locked in, it's so hard
Yeah.
to put down because you want to find out what's going to happen next, and like it's
Yeah,
just like there's
exactly.
no end to it, and then you have to put it down
Exactly.
because you're like, man, it's starting to get really late and I got to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And when it's like
So,
so good, that's all you can think about. You wake up and like, but I gotta find out what's gonna happen to this character. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna blah blah blah? There's like so many different things that could happen. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like taking my book everywhere I go. Every chance I get, like every spare minute I have, I just start reading and I don't know, I'm just hooked. Yeah.
Akatar. Is that how you say it? That's
Akatar.
Akatar. Akatar.
Akatar, yeah.
Akatar.
Some guys really enjoy reading the series too, so maybe you should
Maybe I should
give
check
it
it
a
out.
try.
Yeah,
Yeah, check it out.
exactly. Maybe next time we do a recording, we could do like a book club kind of thing and just talk
That would
about
be
the book.
so fun, honestly. I'm down.
Let's move on to memorable comments. What's the most memorable comment or message you've ever received from a fan?
That would have to be when someone said they used to hate English
Hmm.
um because they had to learn English as a subject in Japan. It happens often, but they used to hate English, but after watching my content or my previous channel's content, they started liking English, the language, and now they want to go study abroad.
Ah, that's amazing.
I was like, oh wow, that hit me. That hit me really hard. That it 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 made me like happy. It made me happy. How do I say it? Like it was very rewarding. Like I was really glad that happy that I was doing what I was doing and it
Yeah.
was like impacting someone in that way.
Like you literally changed someone's life. Yeah,
I
that's what it
guess.
is. Like you made this person make a big life decision that he wouldn't have made unless he came across your content. And
Yeah.
when you produce content on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is, as a creator, you see the numbers and you see how many people are following you and this and that. But they're not real. I mean, in a sense, it is real, but it's not really real. Like you become numb to these stats and
Oh yeah.
numbers. But it's comments like this, or you meet some people, like you meet some of these people in person, and they tell you how much like you change their lives, and those are the moments where like, wow, like what I am doing is actually having a positive impact
Mhm.
in their lives, and I feel like that, even for me, is what keeps me going every
Yeah,
day. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about like being
So
like an influencer, right? Is like you might have like this giant following, but at the end of the day, you're alone, like
yeah,
there's like this like massive number that looks like you have this massive following, but you're creating content on your own. You're doing everything all by yourself. And
yeah.
it's like this
If you think,
weird
yeah.
gap, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're just like filming by yourself in a room alone, a camera in front of you, you're just like, hey guys,
Yeah.
and then you're editing on your own, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's true. But I don't think I talked about this like in last time we talked in our
Hmm.
podcast. But these are the kind of comments that made me want to make my own independent channel because
Hmm.
at the time when I left my company, my previous company, I didn't I wasn't planning on making my own channel.
Hmm.
I thought I was done with social media. Uh, but then I read all the comments on my 卒業動画,
Hmm.
and it was so touching, and I just felt like, oh, this is my calling.
Yeah.
This is what people want from me, and this is how I might, you know, be able to impact some people, the society,
Yeah.
hopefully in a better way. So, yeah. So. Yeah, literally these kind of comments, voices are what keeps me going too.
For sure. And honestly, like it's way beyond what you think it is. You have touched so many people, and the people that comment is seriously just like a small fraction of the people that really appreciate what you do. And I think
Mm,
that's what I realized through doing like YouTube and all that stuff is that
yeah.
the majority of the people, including myself, too, there's certain people that I follow, but I'm not the kind of person that like really comments or leave messages,
Yeah, me
you
neither,
know?
honestly.
But
Yeah.
that's how the majority of users are, is,
Yeah.
they consume your content, they really learn from it, and like it might change their lives, but most of them don't really take the action to comment or say thank you
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So like there's definitely like a massive, massive amounts of people out there that really appreciate your work. And me including, very grateful that you decided not to stop social media and that you continue to
Thank you
put
for
out
saying that. Yeah.
content. Yeah, for sure.
I'm so sure that a lot of people have been touched by your content and have been impacted by your content, what you do. So you're
Well, thank
doing,
you very
yeah,
much.
you're
Yeah,
doing good. Yeah.
that's all we could do.
Society. Yeah.
A couple more questions. What's the most unforgettable place you visited in the past 2 years?
Um, I've had a pleasure of visiting, traveling a lot actually
Yeah,
in the
right.
past
You've been to
few
a lot of
years.
places the last couple years.
Yeah, unforgettable place. Wait, this I didn't think of.
Yeah, yeah. Any
Wasn't
certain place
prepared.
that stands out? I mean, I guess the big one, aside from like the location itself, is going to Alabama, right, and doing your big what is it? Was the wedding in Alabama, or was the
Yeah,
bachelorette
yeah.
party? Oh, it was out there.
B
Okay,
both,
both.
both. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
The wedding took place in Alabama. I, I guess so. All the places were unforgettable in different ways. But yeah, I guess Alabama was unforgettable. The experience, the wedding itself was very memorable, unforgettable. Really good time. But the culture is it's very different there in Alabama than in California, of course, in Japan and other places.
Hmm.
I guess one thing that I don't know, it might be controversial right now, but one thing I was very surprised when I went there was how casually people carried guns.
Oh, right, right. Yeah. I mean, in the South, it's very common.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very common.
yeah.
So, and I even like they let me hold a handgun and it was
Hmm.
just very scary. Um, so yeah, that and just and the people and the Southern people were so very friendly
Yeah.
and welcoming and yeah, and the food very heavy.
Heavy, exactly. Like those kind of places you go to, you enjoy it, but you can't imagine yourself eating that kind of stuff every single day. You know, it's great. I
No.
mean, and you kind of understand why so many
Mm.
people are like that big in that part of the country because when you like eat that type of food every single day, you are gonna put on some weight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it made me miss Japanese food a
for
lot.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah. And just the way like people live there, um, it's very different. Yeah, from especially from like Tokyo living. So
very cool.
very
Let's look
interesting.
forward. Next 6 months or to a year, what is one big thing you want to accomplish?
Okay, so one big challenge that I'm going to be taking on is completing a full marathon.
Oh, wow. No way. That is
I
crazy.
know. I know.
Wow.
It's I'm going to be participating in the Honolulu Marathon in December.
That's coming up in
Yes.
2 months.
In two
Wow.
months.
No
It's
way.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's especially very big for me because I've always hated running and
Yeah.
I'm not a good runner. Like I am out of shape. I'm better, but like I was very out of shape and I couldn't even I started training for the marathon, right? Once I
Hmm.
decided to that I wanted to participate in this marathon. I couldn't run even a mile. It was a kilometer. I
Hmm.
couldn't run a kilometer. I got nauseous and I like my face was all pale.
Hmm.
1 kilometer is like it's like not even a warm up for runners.
Right.
But I've gotten better. But yeah, so I was so out of shape and I just the thought of running like made me like sick.
Yeah.
But I wanted to accomplish something really big. I wanted to try something new and very challenging before I turn 30, which will
Wow.
be
That's a big
turning
one.
30 next year in May. So yeah.
Have you been training?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go running every day? Almost every
Not
day?
every day. I should
Yeah.
be. Now
Yeah.
that like now that it's happening in less than 2 months,
Yeah. Yeah.
a month and a week or something.
Uh,
No, two months and a week. But yes, I should be running every day. I will. I will be.
yeah. Yeah, well, you definitely don't need to run every day. You gotta make sure like taking breaks and recovering is just as
Yeah.
important as the
No,
training.
but I should be. I'm a yeah. I'm just really I'm still not a good runner yet, so
Yeah.
I'm very out of shape. So I should be yeah running every day.
Yeah. Completing a full marathon is honestly like one of those moments where like for me personally, I did it twice. I don't think I needed to do it I definitely didn't needed to do it the second time. But
Really?
yeah,
What
yeah.
was your experience like?
After I finished that first one, I was like really proud of myself, and at the same time, I told myself I'm never gonna do this again. Yeah, it was
Really?
it's there's more than the actual like physical battle and the physical pain that you have to deal with. And of course, it kind of
Hmm.
depends on how fast you're running.
Yeah.
Some people just walk the marathon, which is not a bad thing to do at all. But
Yeah.
for me, it was the physical part was draining, but it was the mental part that
Yeah.
it almost broke me. I was very close to just like saying, I cannot do it. I am
Yeah.
just gonna stop and give up. But it's the other runners that are running around you, and it's also the people that are cheering you on with the signs, and you hear them cheering you on, and like little things like that kind of gets you through the moments. But yeah, that mental hurdle that you gotta get through when such a long run is it's tough. But when you finish that cross line though, man, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Yeah, it really
Yeah. I
is. Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So enjoy it. And plus it's in Hawaii. I heard the Hawaii full marathon is beautiful. Um,
Yeah.
so just
That's what
enjoy
I heard.
yourself. Yeah.
I will, yeah. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hot,
Yeah.
but I heard yeah, yeah, it's less humid in Japan than in Japan, so
That's right. That's right.
um
Well, let's
let me
go through
know.
some very quick, short responses. What is your latest Netflix or YouTube obsession?
I haven't been obsessed with any like too obsessed,
Huh?
but I guess I've been watching Lupin.
Lupin. What is that?
Lupin? Have you heard of Lupin Sansei?
Oh, Lupin Sansei. Wow, you're bringing that thing way back. Is
No,
that
no, no,
that?
no, no. So th this is not Lupin Sansei exactly,
Uh,
but it's
uh,
about like Lupin Sansei was inspired by this like story called Lupin or something. Like
okay.
there's a like a an, there's like an original story. So
Okay.
this drama, there's this TV series, a French TV series is
Oh, okay.
based on that
Gotcha.
original like Lupin story.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
basically about this guy who's it's more realistic than the Lupin Sansei, the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like a thief. He's a
I
thief,
see.
basically.
Does
Yeah.
he look like Lupin Sansei with a shaved head and like does he have a beard? I forgot. You kind of is that
In
what
the
Lupin Sansei?
animation, I think he does, but in this show, no.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, and it's all in French.
It's all
So
in French, so you have to
it's all
like
in
read
French, so
it
I
with
have to have
subtitles.
subtitles, yeah. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but French sounds really nice to my, you know,
Yeah.
ears, so
It's very like soft on the ears. Yeah, it does sound
yeah.
nice. Lupin. Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
So you're a big traveler now. You go all over the world. What is one item that you never travel without?
Probably a chapstick.
Chapstick. Okay. They're very important. Yeah.
Very important.
Very important.
Yeah, they get really dried up, my
Yeah.
lips. So
Is it so like, chapstick is kind of like what is it? Like Kleenex. I think chapstick is like a
oh
name of a
yeah.
brand, right?
Yeah, it is,
What is
yeah.
it called in Japanese? I actually don't even know what the Japanese word for chapstick is. It's not chapstick, right? That has
No,
to
no, no.
do.
It's not. It's not.
Uh,
And I still struggle with it
yeah.
actually. I
Lip cream. I think that's the
lip
only
cream,
thing.
yes, lip
Is that
cream.
it? Oh, is that it?
Yeah, lip cream is like the full phrase.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I say lip because I
Uh-huh.
hear lip from other people, but
Yeah.
then sometimes I wonder it might be like referring to a lipstick,
I
like the
see.
red
Hmm.
ones. Lip,
They
lip
also have
balm.
like that glossy kind, right? Where it's like not like a color lipstick, but it makes your like lips gloss, like it like shines. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Gloss, lip gloss,
Gloss.
lip
Yeah. Lip
gloss.
lip gloss. Oh, there you go.
Lip
Yeah, yeah, that's
gloss.
what it
Yeah,
is.
lip
Okay.
gloss.
Lip
Yeah,
gloss.
but lip gloss is only for like the shining effect. It's not typically for like moisturizing your
Lips. Yeah.
lips. I
Hmm.
think yeah, in Japanese I think it's either lip cream or lip.
Lip. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
chapstick.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Very important. Gotta
chapstick.
gotta travel with that. A habit you just cannot give up no matter what.
I don't know if this is what you're like looking for, like this answer, but probably like smelling things every time I pick up something. It's like a not that not that I don't want to give up. It's something I can't
Yeah, you can't help
stop.
yourself from doing
I
it,
can't
right?
help
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like
So good or
everything,
bad, it doesn't matter if it smells good or if it smells bad. You just have to
I have
see
to.
for yourself what it smells like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like an animalistic like instinct. But like say if I pick this up, this
Yeah.
lip gloss,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna be like this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
once I open it and I know it's gonna smell of
Right, right.
something,
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, and it's the same for like things that look obviously like, like obviously like they're gonna smell bad. Like I know I have to smell
You
like
still
like oh
Oh
it's
man.
crazy. Like sometimes it's a thing. It's not even like food or anything, but sometimes
Yeah.
just to like
But
smell.
something that has smell though, right? It's not like you'll pick up like a
Mm.
pen or like you go to a bookstore and like pick up a book and sniff a book or something like
You
that.
know, books
Uh-huh. I
do
mean,
smell.
they do smell. Yeah,
So
you're right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, books, yes, I do. Pen, sometimes the ink spells, so then
Uh-huh.
if I'm curious, I'm like, sometimes I could be typically not no for pens. It's just very random. Very
That
random.
that is
Yeah.
funny. That's
Yeah.
super funny. Yeah, we all got our thing, man. Smell.
weird.
But yeah, man, I mean, smell is one of those things like it brings back memories instantly, right? It's like one of those weird things like you get a whiff of something and like instantly it could like bring you back to that exact moment where you had that smell. Like smell has
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
powerful effect on your
Very powerful, yeah.
yeah. Um, I think we talked about this, but maybe you could just give me a one word answer on this. What's a one must have item? It doesn't have to be an item, I guess, but what's a one must have at your wedding?
Oh, must have. My husband crying after seeing me in my dress. But that I can't control, but I did tell him like I would be really happy to see you crying. Like if you want to cry, just like let it out, you know. And he's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he did get down on one knee, so I feel
So
like
never,
he
yeah,
he's a man of his words. I feel like he won't let you down.
hopefully.
And one last question before we wrap it up today. If you could collaborate with anybody in this world, influencer or not, just really anybody in this world, who would it
Mhm.
be?
Hmm. Haven't been able to think about that question yet, but um probably Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, she she was the inspiration behind my childhood dream of
Hmm.
becoming a Hollywood actress. Um, I think she's super cool and she's a great person.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Angelina Jolie for sure.
Yeah.
She's I
Would
mean, growing up, I feel like her and then, when her and Brad Pitt, they got together, like that was a big thing, right? Back in the day. They ended up
power
splitting up.
couple.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, right. But man, those were like that was like the power couple back then. Everybody,
Yeah, they
yeah.
were. But I was we would always me and my family we would always watch Hollywood movies together, and one of the first movies I think I was watching as a kid was Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, Tomb
Yeah.
Raider. Yep, that
Yeah.
brings back memories. Yeah, for
Yeah, right, with
sure.
the
Yeah.
braid and so since then I would yeah. I think she's a very cool person and would love to sit down with her and chat. That'd be great. Yeah, fun.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Micchan, we went through so much. We
We
talked
went through
about
so
so
much, but
much, and
like
it's
I don't
crazy.
yeah,
I
it's
am
crazy, but I don't think we like gone over a lot about my career, which I know you wanted to get into,
no, no,
but
no. But honestly, I think like this time around, I was totally fine with this, and we could always do another round about your career and all that stuff. But we'll, I think everybody knows that you're doing extremely well in your career, and
oh
I
no no
think your
no.
action speaks louder than any words can. So all you got to do is just watch what you do every single day.
I know.
Everybody knows that. And I think the thing that like listening to you talk today too. Aside from the fact that you've always been grounded and you're very true to yourself, just the fact that like you are just a hard worker. I think once you get to a certain point, it's easy to start like having I don't know, like trying to take shortcuts or like trying to find easy ways to get things done, but it seems like you are still doing the hard work day in and day out. And we live in this day of like chat GPT and AI, and it's like so easy to like have these AIs come up with content for you, but it's pretty obvious when it's an AI versus somebody who with experience puts the time in to create the work, and that really shows like in your work. And so
Oh, thank you so
yeah,
much.
I think it's amazing that you do that, and like listening to you like work as hard as you do like reminds me that I gotta keep going too.
No,
I can't stop
you're doing
working.
great,
Yeah,
Hapa-san. You inspire me a lot
yeah.
too. Yeah.
So thank you very
Thank
much. Michan, is there like anything that you wanted to like, let my listeners know about anything that you're doing? Of course you got your Instagram, your YouTube channel, but aside from that, is there anything that you're working on right now that you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, as Yeah, as I mentioned, me and my husband, we started a podcast very recently, so I don't know if, a lot of people, there's still a lot of people who might not know about it. So if you, love listening to, I'm sure all of you love listening to Junsan's podcast, but if you have a spare time, please do check out my podcast as well. And if you have anything you'd love for me and my husband to talk about, just, you know, would love for you to send in any request. And yeah, as always, I'll be making content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. More vlogs coming out, hopefully on YouTube, long form. So
Yeah.
yeah, please check them out.
For sure. And her podcast, by the way, is Chit Chat with Micchan, right? Is
Yes.
that it?
Yep.
Chit Chat with Micchan. I'll have all of that information on the show notes today. And make sure you follow her on Instagram. It's Micchan, or you could probably just put in Micchan, search Micchan, and it'll be the first one that comes up. And also on YouTube, just look up Micchan. You'll find her there. Micchan, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for
Always
having
so much
me.
fun talking with you, and looking forward to having you back again.
Thank you. It was so fun talking to you as well. Always fun.
All right. We'll chat again soon.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Awesome.